everyone! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into something that can truly transform your life. Self-love. We often hear about it, but have we ever wondered how self-love can actually help you succeed in all areas of your life? Well, stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have a new perspective on how loving yourself can be your ultimate superpower. I bet you didn't know that your inner critic could have such terrible fashion sense. Picture this. Me, hair a mess, trying to pick an outfit. It's one of those days where nothing seems to fit right and every piece of clothing feels like it's conspiring against me. Suddenly, a voice booms, "You call that an outfit?" It's like a megaphone in my head, amplifying every insecurity. "You're going to look like a disaster!" The words echo, making me second-guess every choice. That, my friends, is my inner critic. And let me tell you, she has terrible fashion sense. She's like a bad stylist who never leaves. She's also loud, rude, and wouldn't know a compliment if it slapped her in the face, which honestly, I'm tempted to do sometimes. She's relentless, always finding something to nitpick. We all have that voice, right? The one that never seems to shut up, always ready to point out our flaws. The one that says we're not good enough, smart enough, or thin enough. It's like a broken record, playing the same negative tune over and over. It's the voice of self-doubt, and it can really cramp our style. No pun intended, but seriously, my inner critic hates my style. It's like having a fashion police in your head, always on patrol. But here's the thing, we don't have to listen to it. We have the power to turn down the volume. We can choose to crank up the volume on a different voice, the voice of self-love. It's like changing the station to a channel that plays your favorite songs. Think of it this way. Imagine your self-doubt as that one relative who always shows up uninvited, criticizes your cooking, and wears socks with sandals. You know the type. You wouldn't let them plan your life, would you? You'd probably smile politely and then do your own thing. So why give them control over your thoughts and feelings? It's time to reclaim that power. It's time to show that inner critic the door, and maybe suggest a stylist while we're at it. Let's embrace our unique style and silence that negative voice for good. So what is self-love anyway? Self-love isn't about staring in the mirror, flexing and whispering sweet nothings to your reflection. Although, hey, if that's your thing, go for it. It's about accepting yourself, flaws and all, and treating yourself with the same kindness and compassion you'd offer a loved one. It's about recognizing your worth, honoring your needs, and celebrating your awesomeness. Because yes, you are awesome. Think of it like this. Self-love is like a warm, fuzzy blanket on a cold day. It's the feeling of coming home to yourself after a long day. It's the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you're doing the best you can, even when your best looks a little different every day. It's not about being perfect because guess what? None of us are. It's about embracing the perfectly imperfect, messy, beautiful journey that is your life. So go ahead, give yourself a high five. You deserve it. Let us look at self-love and how it gives a new outlook on life. Now, I'm not saying that if you start practicing self-love, you'll magically get your dream job, win the lottery, and become best friends with Elon Musk. Although, if that happens, please call me. But what I am saying is that self-love can open doors you never even knew existed. Here's the thing. When you value yourself, you set higher standards and go after opportunities that align with your worth. You stop settling for toxic workplaces, demand fair compensation, and confidently put yourself out there. Think about it. Have you ever noticed that when you feel good about yourself, you tend to smile more, make eye contact, and exude a certain confidence? This isn't just a coincidence. That's the power of self-love. It's like a magnet that attracts positive energy and opportunities. It's like having a secret weapon in your back pocket, or maybe a really supportive best friend who hypes you up before a big meeting. This inner confidence can be felt by others. When you believe in yourself, others are more likely to believe in you too. Your self-assurance becomes contagious, inspiring trust and admiration. You're more likely to go after what you want, take risks, and bounce back from setbacks. This resilience is key to achieving your goals. And that, my friends, is a recipe for success, or at least a recipe for feeling good about yourself, which is a win in my book. So start loving yourself today and watch the magic unfold. No, I'm not suggesting you start sending yourself flowers or having awkward conversations with yourself over candlelight. Although, again, no judgment. When I say date yourself, I mean spend quality time with the most important person in your life. You. Think about it. When was the last time you did something nice for yourself just because? When was the last time you listened to your own needs and desires without judgment or apology? If you're struggling to remember, it's time to schedule a date with yourself. Stat. Go for a walk in nature, treat yourself to a massage, curl up with a good book, or spend an afternoon doing absolutely nothing. The point is to reconnect with yourself, recharge your batteries, and remember that you are worthy of love and attention, especially from yourself. Growing your garden, self-love, and personal growth. Self-love isn't a one-time deal. It's an ongoing journey of growth and discovery. It's about learning to identify and challenge those negative self-talk patterns, replacing them with positive affirmations and self-compassion. It's about setting healthy boundaries, honoring your needs, and saying no when you need to, even if it makes you feel a little guilty at first. Think of it like tending to a garden. You wouldn't expect a beautiful, thriving garden to flourish without regular watering, weeding, and nurturing, would you? Well, your mind and soul deserve the same level of care and attention. So take some time to reflect on your self-talk. What are some negative thoughts that keep popping up? What are some positive affirmations you can use to challenge those thoughts? Remember, personal growth is a process, and it's okay to stumble along the way. The important thing is to keep showing up for yourself day after day with love and compassion. Now, it is worthy to note that self-love isn't selfish, it's self-preservation. Somewhere along the way, we got the message that putting ourselves first is selfish, that we should always put others' needs before our own, even if it leaves us feeling depleted and resentful. Well, I'm here to tell you that's a load of baloney. Think about it. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't be truly present and supportive for others if you're running on fumes. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's an act of self-preservation. It's about filling your own cup so you can show up for yourself and others as the best version of yourself. So the next time you feel guilty about saying no or prioritizing your needs, remember this. You are not responsible for other people's happiness. You are, however, responsible for your own well-being. And sometimes, the most loving thing you can do for yourself and others is to set healthy boundaries and prioritize your own needs. Stop comparing yourself with others. In the age of social media, it's easy to fall into the comparison trap. We scroll through perfectly curated feeds, comparing our behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel, and wonder why our lives don't seem as glamorous, successful, or fulfilling. But here's the thing. Social media is a highlight reel. It's a carefully constructed narrative that often bears little resemblance to reality. When we compare ourselves to others online, we're not being fair to ourselves, and that's a recipe for feeling inadequate and insecure. So the next time you find yourself scrolling through social media, feeling envious or inadequate, remember this. What you see on social media is an illusion, and people don't have their lives together all the time. You are unique, you are worthy, and you are enough, just as you are. Small steps, big love. Tips for cultivating self-love. Okay, so we've established that self-love is important, but how do we actually cultivate it? It's a journey that requires patience and dedication. It's not like you can just wake up one day and decide to love yourself unconditionally. It's a gradual process that involves small, consistent steps. It takes time, effort, and a whole lot of grace. You need to be gentle with yourself as you navigate this path. But don't worry, I've got your back. You're not alone in this. Here are a few tips to get you started. These are simple yet powerful practices that can make a big difference. Start with self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness, forgiveness, and understanding you would offer a loved one. Remember, you deserve it. Challenge negative self-talk. When you notice those negative thoughts creeping in, acknowledge them, challenge them, and replace them with positive affirmations. This can transform your mindset over time. Practice gratitude. Take some time each day to appreciate the good things in your life. Acknowledge and celebrate progress, no matter how small. Gratitude can shift your focus from what's wrong to what's right. Set healthy boundaries. Learn to say no to things that drain your energy or don't align with your values without guilt, and surround yourself with positive people. Protecting your energy is crucial. Prioritize self-care. Make time for activities that bring you joy, nourish your soul, and help you recharge. Self-care is not selfish, it's necessary. Remember, self-love is a journey, not a destination. It's an ongoing process that evolves with you. There will be days when you feel amazing and days when you struggle. Both are part of the journey. The important thing is to keep showing up for yourself, day after day, with love and compassion. You are worth the effort. You are a unique and beautiful soul with something special to offer the world. Don't let anyone, including yourself, tell you otherwise. Embrace your quirks, celebrate your strengths, and love yourself unconditionally. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on content that help you grow. Until next time, keep loving yourself and keep thriving.